you know, it's tough. But with the diseases that have been pretty much cured, coming back like mumps and measles.
Right. Because there's
it-
no longer a 95% efficiency across
yeah.
the board.
And
95% of the
right.
population is no longer vaccinated
It has to be a certain percentage of people vaccinated for the
for
disease to
disease.
stay out of society.
Exactly.
And like I said, man, it's a part of being a part of society to take these things. And what's going to happen is these rules are going to get more and more strict.
Yep.
Where you're not going to be able to go to school, you're not going to be able to go to jobs, you're not going to be able to do any of these things in public
Without
if
being
you don't have these
vaccinated.
vaccinations. Because we do not want to see the measles come back. We do not want to see polio come back. Do you know how many people were dying from these things?
Right.
You have a fear of autism, so you feel as though you don't have to take things, but you're not worried about the thousands of disease that could come from not taking these vaccinations. Now that's crazy.
Now, what's going to happen if you are someone who is against vaccines and your child or you come in contact with this disease and now you're hospitalized,
Mm-hmm.
you're on the verge of death,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, oh, well, I could have got a vaccine and this would have been preventable. I could have prevented this.
Well, you know that people not going to do that. They're not going to look at themselves and say, "Hey, I did something wrong." It's going to be somebody else's fault, like always. People don't do anything wrong. It's always somebody else's fault. Now, like I said, man, I understand people being scared of medicine. I get it. I understand that doctors do make mistakes. They're not perfect. But bro, we got to take these vaccinations, man. Seeing Trump making decisions talking about any school that has any COVID mandates won't receive federal dollars.
Right.
Using the
So
money as
now he's
thing.
taking funding away from your child's learning because you don't want to vaccinate the kid.
Right.
Your child cannot get a proper education because you failed to vaccinate your child.
Do you think that the people that died of COVID, don't you think if they
they
had a chance to get that vaccination, they could be still here?
Right.
It's the people that didn't get real sick, or the people that think, hey, you can fight it off. Like, some people are dying. Do you understand that some people immune systems can't handle this?
Right.
Like, why don't y'all care about some people, older people who are dying?